In cooperation with the U.S. Department of Justice, Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Valor Programs, the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund, NLEOMF, is engaged in the Destination Zero project, which acknowledges effective officer safety and wellness initiatives that help drive down the risk factors proven to lead to officer injuries and deaths. Each year, 4 law enforcement agencies receive the coveted National Officer Safety and Wellness Award. Each month, one of the winners or finalists from the previous year is featured on the Destination Zero website. This month's featured initiative is the Fairfax County Police Department's Safety Officer Program. The safety officer at the Fairfax County Police Department is a dedicated position within the department that monitors safety conditions and develops measures for assuring the safety of all officers. During key incidents, the designated safety officer responds to the scene and monitors safety conditions and develops measures for assuring the safety of all assigned personnel. The safety officer also addresses incidents of hazardous material and disease exposure, and documents any needle sticks or other dangerous exposures reported by officers. The safety officer monitors the proper use and maintenance of issued personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as air purifying respirators and N95 masks, and is charged with identifying environmental hazards and unsafe conditions. The safety officer must also investigate accidents and injuries within incidents and develop safety training programs to mitigate any identified hazards. Incidents with a risk of exposure to an officer often involve use of force, needle sticks, or hazardous materials. The safety officer must command knowledge of proper exposure terminology and the reporting requirements dictated by a potential exposure. He or she is familiar with the medical procedures and is trained in counseling personnel who have been exposed to a disease or hazardous material. Most common in their duties is their response to officers suffering needle sticks while arresting suspects. A dedicated safety officer familiar with risk exposure procedures will respond to take charge of the risk exposure management, free up the supervisor to handle other required duties, ensure all the proper procedures are followed, and ensure the exposed officer is properly cared for. In addition to overseeing safety during specific incidents, the safety officer develops, promotes, and oversees general occupational safety policies and programs, including exposure control and response, monitoring proper use of PPE, monitoring environmental concerns, identifying hazards and unsafe conditions, investigating accidents within incidents, and developing safety training programs. The safety officers constantly assess potential dangers and identify gaps in areas where safety training does not exist. The safety officer then develops and implements the necessary training program to address the area of concern. The safety officers have recently developed safety training in the areas of chainsaw use, winches, vehicle towing, and even snowblower usage. This is an active hands-on risk management initiative designed to recognize and correct safety issues as they develop. To learn more about the Fairfax County, Virginia Police Department's Safety Officer Program, visit destinationzero.org, click the General Officer Safety tab, then click Award Finalist. To learn more about the Destination Zero program, or to nominate a law enforcement agency's safety program for the National Officer Safety and Wellness Award, contact Nick Bruhl, Director of Officer Safety and Wellness at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund at 202-737-7864 or email us at nbreul@nleomf.org.